Hey man, happy Monday, man.
Happy Monday. What's the matter, baby?
Wait.
What's the matter?
Stop.
You can't start it over.
Oh man. No, that's not what I was saying. I was telling oh man, happy Monday, everybody. Today is January 13th, and it is definitely a little breezy out. Over the weekend, man. It was about 60 degrees over the weekend.
That's super weird, but it's okay.
Yeah, over the weekend it was about 60 degrees. It was pretty cool. This weekend I work as usual. It was my niece's birthday, so she had a party. I attended that. Yesterday, I managed to get in a nice nap, something I never really get to do. Um, and man, I just been chilling, man. I just been chilling, building and branding as usual. If you new to this channel, my name is King with the Dream. You can find me on Instagram every day of the week. You know what I'm saying?
I am LaFine Holmes. You can also find me on Instagram at LaFine Holmes or LaFine Cares.
Mm-hmm. This channel we mainly talk a lot about business on here. We are two business owners. Myself, my brand is called Good Guidance, the brand. I do t-shirts, sweatpants. I manufacture other people's brands too as well. I do sales and marketing, and I'm all about business. I'm all about branding. You could tell them that part too as well.
Okay.
Go ahead,
you want the guidance or you want King with the Dream?
Yeah, King with the Dream is fine. In life, man, we tell people all the time, man, it's about going after your goals. Tonight we just gonna be doing something a little different. We're gonna be playing some couples cards. Um, the internet for me is something new for me. But this is my wife right here. For those who don't know, what we do is she always see things on the internet that she thinks will be good, and she like to try things out. So we always have new things coming to the door. I think that with the internet, one of the worst things they could have done in life is give women access to shopping 24/7, no matter what day it is. The mall, the stores is never closed. So this is what be going on. This is something that she had got. The last game, one of the last games we got, we never even finished it. We probably played it for like 15 minutes. So she said, let's just do it on live. That way she know that we would do it. Because if it was up to me, I wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying?
I even opened it a little bit and tried to, entice him. It didn't work. So the game is called The And. I have a little video clip I want you guys to watch. Yeah. Is anybody even in this live right now, or you guys are on your way? Please comment. I can't see anything. Please comment, and I'm going to play this video again. The game is called The And. This is the couples edition, and this game can be purchased www.theand.us. I found it on Facebook. So hold tight while I look it up. Talk to the people, baby, real quick.
If anybody looking to get commercials or photography, promotional items, building up a brand, makeup or hair, we are a one-stop shop. You can contact us at hbconsulting.biz. That's hbconsulting.biz. My sweetheart right here does the makeup and hair, the photography too as well. Tell them, baby.
Yes, I do. I do beauty photography, headshots, model shots, things of that nature. My husband does a lot of
the screen printing, the marketing, the sales and marketing.
I was talking about your photography. Cut me off. See, this is what I be saying. Anyway, he does a lot of the event photography. I just assist him. I'm not really an event photographer. He's an event photographer and videographer. I feel like this is not down. Or yours is not down. Something's not down. Anyways, he does screen printing. He got me into the vinyl. So I handle all his vinyl orders. He handles all the screen printing orders. We do business cards. We do flyers. We do signs. We do menus, brochures. Anything you can name that relates to your business and marketing, we do. From business plans, consulting, we do it all. Websites, we do it all. Okay. So I'm gonna let you look at this video of what you're about to see us play.
For the Ant experience, we've created the Ant card game. Here's how it works. First, pick somebody you'd like to play with. A friend, a family member, a lover. It's up to you. Then, simply sit across from each other. Choose 12 random cards. Be sure to keep them face down. You're not allowed to peek. Next, take 30 seconds of silence to relax and look each other in the eyes. After those 30 seconds are up, player 1 would start by drawing the first card and reading the question out loud for the other player to answer. Then, player 2 draws the next question to ask out loud. Continue going back and forth until you have completely run out of questions. Every question must be asked, but not all have to be answered. To earn the right to pass a question, you simply look your partner in the eye for 10 seconds and say pass. And that's it. It's that simple. We've already created special editions for couples, friends, and family, with more to come soon. So check out the Ant card game and our questions designed for the Ant experience.
Okay.
I guess, go ahead, tell them.
Okay, so that is basically the game. That's the direction of the game. If you did not catch that or did not understand that, we face each other. We pick out 12 cards. We cannot look at the 12 cards that we pick out. We each ask each other the question on the card. Every question has to be asked that's in this deck, but not every question have to be answered. If you do not want to answer the question, you have to look at your mate in the eye for 10 seconds and then say pass. So pretty much it's like you're avoiding the question, and then maybe by looking at your mate, you're like, okay, let me just go ahead and answer this question. I guess that's why you do that. This is supposed to help get to know. This is supposed to help with communication. That's the main reason why I purchased this game, because I struggle with communication in my relationship. So I thought it would be a really, really good game. I kind of got a feeling he's not going to like it because he always said, you always asking me questions. You always asking me questions. Just start a conversation. He always says that. So, are you ready? Let's open the box.
Open the box. Is this a independent or?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I mean,
They could be.
the box is pretty cool. The packaging is nice. 199 questions. It's pretty cool.
Okay. You shuffle that deck and I shuffle this deck, okay?
So it said 199 questions. So
I don't know if you're
that
going to
means
pick
it's
the order.
100. No, that means it's 199 cards. I believe. I play cards, y'all. So I'm automatically a card shark anyway. So I can shuffle any type of deal. I play pity pack, poker, blackjack, casino. I declare war.
I'm not a card player, as you can see. I'm not a shuffler either. That's my version of shuffling cards compared to his version. Okay.
That's that. Oh, I get that. So,
Pick 12 right now. You have to pick 12.
12.
And put them in hand. 1, 2,
Are we supposed to deal it to each other or what?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Come on, we gotta do this the right way, man.
12. I got 12.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
So we do one at a time. So I read what I.
You want me to go first?
So
You said I asked you questions. You can't look at them yet. You said I ask you questions all the time, so you go first.
All right.
You can't look at them.
Why do you think I can provide for you?
Is that the question, or you made up that question?
Come on, y'all. If you could read that. Why do you think I can provide for you?
Why do I think you can provide for me? I knew from day one that you could provide. You are a determined man that...
Tell me your example of determined.
You don't give up. Mm-hmm. You don't get...
I want to hear. Give me some confidence. Give it to me right here. Let me feel it. Come on.
You don't give up.
Yeah.
I can't say quit because that's the same thing as not giving up. You're ambitious.
Yeah.
You know what you want.
Yeah. You
don't take no for an answer.
Okay.
Is that like giving up? I think that's like giving up. You don't wait for the door to open. You break it down. Forget that. You build your own door. I'm not even gonna say you break it down. You build your own door. To your own entrance. That's yeah. But provider.
Okay.
Why are you a great provider?
Why do you think I can provide for you?
Providing is not just financial. If you guys don't understand.
I didn't say it was.
No, I'm explaining to them. Because a lot of people think, when they say, he's a provider or whatever, or I'm looking for a provider, it's not always financial. Yes, my husband is a great financial provider. But providing means A through Z. Emotional, mental, spiritual, physical. And all of those, my husband provides. All of them. We had to learn each other, and he had to learn how to provide for me because there was a lot of things that I wasn't accepting. And that was the, can I say, emotional aspect? No. The caring aspect? Care, concern, and
I always tell her it's called the triple C's. I had to teach her the triple C's.
Care, concern, and consideration.
That's right. Those are triple C's. Those are the triple C's that I think everybody should have in their marriage. You know what I'm saying? Because we always got to be dealing with care, concern, and consideration no matter where we at. You know what I'm saying? We got to have all three of those C's in order to be able to build the marriage overall.
So once I recognize that he provides that and it's okay to accept it, that's how I know that my husband is a provider. And then when it comes to financially, he go get the money. So that's giving. That's giving. All right. Let's go. Oh my God. Why would he give me his question? Can I pass on the question? It said every question has to be... I don't want this question.
All right. So we'll go to the next one then.
It says...
How you say you don't want that? Then I go to the next one. You still read it. Go to the next one.
Just say pass. I'm going to say it, but you got to say pass.
All right, pass.
How many people do you think I've slept with?
I think you said pass.
You have to say pass.
Oh, I said pass.
Okay. Go.
Okay. If you could change one thing about me to improve our relationship, what would it be and why? So the first part is, if you could change one thing about me to improve our relationship.
The one thing that I would change to improve our relationship, if I do something wrong or if I don't do something fast enough for him, he treats me like a child. And I would change that.
I think when you say as far as being treated like a child, what a lot of people tend to not realize is that when you're in a relationship, sometimes the person doesn't fully understand the things that you're telling them. So in order for them to learn, they start to feel like a child because it's new to them. You know what I'm saying? So when you're in a marriage or a relationship or whatever it may have be, sometimes you have to be able to say, okay, I'm educating you, and at the same time, if they happen to feel as though they're a child because they're not used to certain things. So in that aspect, like I told you before, you using the wording of it wrong.
I mean, that's what you make me feel like when you demand stuff like that. Okay. What is a value we do not share in common?
A value we don't share. I think a value we don't share. I think a value. It's a few.
Okay, you have to name one. What is a value?
I'm trying to name one. One, you don't value driving.
I hate driving. No, I don't value driving.
So with you not valuing driving, it causes a little bit of a strain on me because as what some people might know that my job requires me to drive every day of the week. You know what I'm saying? So for me to have at least 1 hour not being able to drive is a plus for me. But I basically drive 9 hours a day every day. So when we get in the car together, she doesn't want to drive. So she doesn't value the aspect on letting me relax to drive for at least a little bit.
When we got the van, I never wanted you to drive the van. I was excited about the van, and then what happened? So, yeah. Answer your question.
Okay.
Where's everybody at tonight? You shared it to your people?
Uh-huh.
Where's Alyssa? Alyssa normally in here.
Oh, Alyssa just started a new job.
Oh.
She just started a new job. Congratulations to Alyssa. She just started her new job.
And she just had a birthday, right?
Yeah, yesterday.
Happy birthday, Alyssa.
When I spoke to her last night. I said, yeah, that's good. You started a new job. New people. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to be around new people. Even though a lot of times those same new people be the same one like the last people. You ever notice that? People don't change. It's just the faces.
Oh, yeah.
It seems like everybody the same.
Yeah.
We're gonna always run into a selfish motherfucker. Or we're gonna always run into an ignorant asshole. You know what I'm saying? But it seems like everybody is the same no matter where you go. It's only that little bit of bunch you'll find a few people whom will basically be as genuine as you. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to find that, yo. So
Okay, ask your question, baby.
What can we do to improve our sex life? Oh, this is some real. I don't think this is a card game for live. The last question asked you about how many people I think you've been with. This one asking us, yo.
What can we do to improve our sex life? To answer that question, only thing that I say that we can do to improve our sex life is I gotta lose weight and he gotta hit the gym. That's it. Everything else is good.
Okay.
In the back of your mind, I think I know the answer to this one. In the back of your mind, are you scared I'll walk away?
No.
Why?
Why would I think that?
I don't know.
I don't think nobody should marry somebody out of fear. They should marry somebody out of growth and understanding and patience and persistence. That's what a marriage comes with. Even with me being my own business owner, there's no fear in anything that I do. I walk on faith. You know what I'm saying? Why would I think something would happen besides that? Was that your answer that you thought I was saying?
No, I knew you was gonna say no.
Oh, so why you ask me that question then?
Because it's part of the card game. What do you mean?
Oh yeah, it's part of the card. And yo, I don't be playing this stuff, yo. This is crazy, man.
Okay, next one.
What? Oh my gosh, yo, what is this? This is like some porn stuff. What's my super sex skill that you can't get enough of? Oh wow. Oh man.
Pass. Pass.
Thank you. I'm glad you said pass. We on the damn internet. You don't know who's watching this.
Yeah,
stuff.
nobody needs to know that because you come after my husband, I kill you.
Why? I'm just wondering why is these. Did you know what these questions was going to ask before we?
I did not. Do you really feel like we're growing apart? Why and why not?
No, I don't feel that way. Is that the whole answer I'm supposed to give or what? Like,
it says why and why not?
Oh no, I don't feel that way. I mean, we don't argue, and you know what I'm saying. If it's a problem in the relationship, we have a conversation. So we all dealing with growth. That's the answer, right? Like that's a complete answer, right?
Okay.
I gotta ask these questions, man.
Why you put that one down?
Because I don't know what this is.
You make up your own question. You have
question.
to make up your own question.
Okay. Make up my own question. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna fill in my own question. If we went to a restaurant and I told you, bring me back 3 plates of food, and we're at a buffet, would you go get those 3 plates of food? I already know the answer. I'm trying to make this one sound interesting because these other questions. So, if we were at the buffet and I said, baby, I need chicken, I need crabs, and some sushi, and it's all 3 plates.
No.
See, and let me tell you. Tell them why you say no.
Because I'm a big girl and stereotypical that if I get 3 plates, people won't think it's me. And they're like, oh my God, it's the big girl at the buffet. So that's why I said no.
And I already knew she was gonna say no. I already knew she was gonna say no because that's too many plates for her to carry, and she don't like people. She comfortable with her weight, but it's just the thoughts of what somebody might say. Like me, if I could go over to the buffet and carry one and one if I had to and be fine, right?
You don't get period no matter what you do.
Yeah, I don't.
Why do I get all these questions? Why shouldn't we break up now?
Oh my gosh, what type of stuff is this? Yo, if y'all just coming in the room, she always buying stuff off the computer. This is one of the worst things that the internet is like one of the best and worst things.
Answer the question.
To be a full-time shopper. Why shouldn't we break up right? Well, we're not even on the verge of breaking up, so I can't even answer the question.
Okay, I'll pick another one. I'll pick one from here.
All right.
What do you think people say about us when we aren't around?
I think they talk positive. I think they probably say, depends on who's talking. I think majority of the people probably say like, they building each other. They growing together, you know what I'm saying? The positive people. The negative people probably like, I don't know.
Okay. The girl in the mall, day before Christmas, or 2 days before Christmas, they were staring at you. What was she thinking about us? And what did she say about us?
The crazy thing, she probably didn't even notice you.
She probably did.
She probably didn't even notice you. And that's...
We was in Victoria's Secret. Day before Christmas? I think it was day before Christmas. Me in Victoria's Secret. He walking in front of me. He has my hand. I'm right behind him. I kid you not. The girl had to be no more than 2 feet. No more than 2 feet. I think she worked there. No more than 2 feet away from him as he's walking past. I watched this girl look him dead in the face and follow his face as he walked. So when we got out of the taxi, I'm like, babe, did you see her? And he was like, yeah, I tried to play it off. I seen her. And I'm like, yo, can you make it any obvious? Like, take a glance, like, oh, he cute, and keep moving. Your eyes was glued and followed his face out the darn door.
How'd that make you feel?
I was flattered.
You was flattered. So you didn't feel no type of way?
Nah, I was flattered.
Why?
I feel like if somebody else wants something that I have, I must have something amazing, for one. And if it's that amazing, I'm the lucky one to be with him. I'm just flattered. I know I have a handsome husband. I tell him that every day.
Thank you.
Okay.
So, how do I take you for granted?
I don't know if this relates to taking for granted. Please, help me if I'm saying this wrong. Sometimes I feel like I don't know what I'm talking about, and when I do know what I'm talking about, I feel like you take my knowledge of whatever it is for granted.
I think when it comes to that, like sometimes like I tell you that like you're still learning. You know what I'm saying?
I know that I'm still learning, but the stuff that I do know, you be like, you don't know what you're talking about.
Nah, because so the way how you see things is as it being as what it is because of that is your norm. So when something becomes a part of your norm, and then here I am entering your life, trying to show you what really is normal, you still stuck in the part of not knowing what normal is. So it's about me trying to tell you, like I tell you all the time, to reprogram your thoughts.
But
that's what it's about.
I tell you all the time that, okay, you may know something or you may want to educate me on something. That doesn't mean you don't have to hear my knowledge about it or you don't have to hear my side on it, right or wrong.
Yeah, that's definitely right. But at the same time, you have to realize that your way of thinking and my way of thinking is different. You know what I'm saying? It's just like remember like when we first started, like you used to always tell me that you felt as though I was here and you were here. And I told you the only way to get to my here is for me to pull your hand and bring you with me, right?
Yes.
That's what we talk about.
But I also,
all the time.
It be time when you say, okay, you do know what you're talking about, whatever, but you, 9 times out of 10, you won't hear me out. 9 times out of 10, I can't even tell you my viewpoint on anything because you do not want to hear it. And again, I can know what I'm talking about. I can understand it, know it, have my receipts on it, the whole 9, and you take for granted my knowledge. You don't acknowledge my knowledge on it at all. You don't have to agree with me all times, just like vice versa. We can agree to disagree.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But listen, how many times have I always told you something, and it was always what it was? Listen.
But I always say, listen to me,
but listen. It's okay for me to listen. But if I tell you something, and I'm telling you this is what it is, that's when the listening that's when the listening of you thinking that you could tell me what it is have to stop. Because how many times I told you something, and it was exactly what I said.
Okay, you're right about that. But it has been times that I have been right, and you have to come to me and be like, okay, babe, I'm sorry, you're right. But you don't listen to me. You won't even.
All right, so listen. Out of my times of being right.
It doesn't matter who had how many times of being right.
Out of my 10 times of being right, how many has they been right? Out of my 10 times.
Out of my times, maybe 3.
No. Out of your times, maybe 3. Out of my 10 times, how many has my 10 times been right? All across the board, right? If mine
is 3, then do your math.
So out of 10, only times out of 10 is 3 for you, mm-hmm. right? And for me, it's all across the board. I've always been right?
Yes, but you still won't hear me out. Regardless of what. My thing is, my issue is, hear me, listen.
Yeah, definitely.
Then we go back and forth and figure out what's right and what's wrong.
Definitely.
But you do not hear me. Right, you never hear me.
Okay, definitely.
Don't listen.
Definitely. But what I'm trying to tell you, if I'm already giving you the information and you already know that all across the board. I'm gonna always be right. Or if I'm gonna be right all across the board.
But if I know that you're wrong.
So you saying, okay, all right.
If I know that you're wrong.
If you think, if I'm always right, all across the board, I have never been wrong. That's
not true. It's been a few times where you be wrong and you're like, hey, you was right.
Maybe one time.
No,
but all across the board, I have always been right.
Is that who
Go
question
ahead.
was that?
It's yours.
No.
Go ahead.
No, it is mine.
Oh no, I was mine. I said I had the how do I take you for granted.
Okay. So what are you going to take away from this? I'm gonna say marriage because we're not in a relationship. This is a relationship. But what are you gonna take away from this marriage?
What I'm gonna take away from this marriage? Well, I always have patience. I always been persistent. What I'm gonna take away from this is communication. You know what I'm saying? Like we have always spoke that even with previous relationships we've been in, like my communication was always slim. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I've grown off of this relationship was communication, learning to listen to the whole thing before reacting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I already told you like where my mental already come from just being angry all the time. So communication is definitely a plus. You know what I mean?
Okay, yours, baby.
What? Oh my gosh. Okay, let me back on this stuff again. What do you think? I think is my sexiest quality? You should know that.
Your sexiest quality? Overall, yourself. There's no one part. Yourself.
Myself. Wow.
Let me change. I'm gonna say yourself, and I'm gonna say your personality, and I'm gonna say your personality because you don't believe in looks because they fade, they whatever the case may be. And one thing, I don't know if this is gonna be a question in here or not, but one thing you taught me dealing with attraction.
Yeah.
Before we got married, you was like, what are you attracted to? Da, da, da. And I would list the things. And you was like, that's all physical.
Mm-hmm.
And you was like, well, if you're attracted to that, you're going to be attracted to everybody with that. And I'm like, that kind of makes sense. And after that conversation, I asked him, I was like.
But I always told you that, though.
I know. Yeah. But after that conversation, I asked you, I was like, how I know you ain't going to never cheat on me? And he was like, for somebody to cheat, you got to get the other person's attention. Or the other person got to get your attention. Because he's not attracted to physical, when he sees women in the street, he doesn't look at the physical. Now he's attracted to mental. Now I told him, I was like,
mental. It's so see. My thing is, you know,
cutting me off.
All right, go ahead. You can keep talking. Go ahead. I'm gonna talk.
Your sister. Mental. What your sister said. Mental. I always told him that I know that if a woman ever caught his attention long enough to have a conversation that intrigues him, that would get him. That would get him. He doesn't allow it to get to that far, get to that level. That's how I know he wouldn't cheat. But if he did, I know my husband. He's attracted to conversation. He loves conversation. He loves energy. So
I might love conversation and love energy, but like when we first started going out, I did. We always would talk about the aspect because I would ask her what is it that she's physical, what is it that she's attracted to, and yeah, everything for her was body wise. You know what I'm saying? Muscular, all that stuff going on.
I
right?
said shoulders. Stuff like that.
Yeah. So I says, well, you know, just as she said, because it's see. I came to a point in my life where I'm all about growth and development. So everything that has to deal with a physical for me is not nothing because when the physical fade away, what you gonna be left with? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have goals and admiration and a sense and analysis to be able to grow with me, then what I'm gonna be with you for? You know what I'm saying? Because what a lot of us tend to be in relationships is because the person look good. Oh, you look good. Oh, you got a banging body. But what's a banging body if they don't have goals? They don't have good credit. They can't boost your self esteem. They can't help you grow as a man. What does a body have to deal with anything if they have no brains? You know what I'm saying? So that's what a lot of us tend to not realize is that's what we need. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's steady chasing the physical, but nobody's growing together. You know what I mean? And that also goes back to when I tell her all the time, like when she tell me, "Oh, you the listening aspect." I might listen to certain things, but I know a lot of times, like all I'm just doing is just trying to teach her something different.
Okay, ask your question.
Um, what do you love or hate about our family structure?
Or it says or
Yeah.
or and.
What do you love / hate? Yeah.
Okay.
About our family structure.
Hate. He doesn't like the word hate, but family structure. Star is 18, so Star's off doing whatever she wants to do right now. And with the family aspect of us four, we don't have that. So I hate that about the family structure. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You didn't say what you hate about it. You just.
I don't want to say what I hate about it. Just know that I hate that.
Well, I think it has to deal with basically that we got together where it was the aspect of her having a kid that wasn't exactly a young kid. It was more so of a going into basically adulthood. So that's where the differentiations come between overall. It's basically like coming into it's basically like coming into a family and the household is already together. Whereas you got the mom and you have the daughter, whom the daughter is 15, 16, and you have this whole structure that already been one way for all those years. This child's life. So when you have me entering, it's something new to her because it's something that she couldn't get used to.
Yeah.
So that's where that comes in, coming wise. So that's the hate part. So what's the love aspect?
I thought it was or. Okay.
It was either or, but
You want to know the love aspect?
yeah, the love aspect.
The love aspect is I finally have everything that I prayed for. Everything that I've wanted in a family, growth and development, a husband. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
What's the hardest thing about our marriage?
The hardest thing I think will have to be, and this might be we spoke about this before. The hardest thing would be the aspect of the fun aspect of, you know what I'm saying, of us being having two different personalities. My type of adventure will be jumping, running around, playing, jumping with kids, and all of that. Her uh, idea of fun is maybe something simple as watching a movie. Uh, we differentiate a lot in that aspect because I'm not one that like to exactly sit back and watch TV, whereas she doesn't have a problem watching TV and promoting something on her phone at the same time.
My thing is
That be the hardest part because she can't get to the
I like
she can't get to the kid level with me. Like I'm a businessman, but at the same time, I like to keep it young. I like to have fun. I like to enjoy myself. I like to have fun with kids. I like to be just that lovable one that everybody say, yo. At the end of the day, no matter where somebody come with me, they always gonna have fun because I could do any and everything, whether I'm with adults or with kids. With her aspect, she don't mind just sitting around watching people having a good time and watching the scenery. Whereas I like to be in the scenery. She'll enjoy watching other people have fun. So that's like one of the hardest parts because we don't come together with the playing aspect to have that piggyback riding thing going on.
I take everything too serious. I mean, I grew up that way. I grew up where play area was play area. Don't play outside of that play area or you play outside. Once play area is done, once you're out of that play area, sit still. Go watch TV. Go read a book. You know, I grew up by myself. I have siblings, but I'm the baby. Like, literally the baby. So I grew up by myself. I don't have that run around aspect. You know, my father was older. So he didn't run around with me. He just bought me whatever I wanted. So I don't have that per se. So now as an adult, it's like they would jump on the bed and I'm like, no, don't jump on the bed. You know, I don't, or run through the house. I don't want stuff getting broke. They'll run through the house and I'm like, no, stop running through. Like, I can't get with that.
So that's like one of the hardest. That's like one of the hardest things. But one of the things that it taught me with dealing with that is that I need to take things in a lot more serious. Sometimes I could be you know that player for one.
Much.
Yeah, and then sometimes like you know I'll be like okay boom let me just relax. So you know what I'm saying. Sometimes it's good to have that balance in the marriage overall anyway.
And I've learned to let them play. I've learned to, and then he knows when I do this. Enough is enough. Bring it down, slow down, something like, and we'll work with each other. He'll listen. As some people say, I'm the only one that can calm him down, but he'll listen. Okay.
Was me or what?
No, I asked the question. So what's your time?
Oh well, this don't apply to us.
Okay.
I don't think this applies to us neither. It's why don't you like my friends and stuff like that. That don't apply. What are you hesitant to tell me? Does that even apply to us?
I don't think so.
No, I don't.
I've learned.
I'm a pass.
All
right, so go ahead.
Okay, if he was to ask me that at the beginning of our relationship or the first 3 months of marriage, I will have plenty to you know answer that question. I've learned that your husband or your wife, significant other, is supposed to be your best friend. True indeed, you have some things that are really made for your friends and for yourself that you don't tell your husband. I do agree with that. But 99% of everything, your husband should know. Your husband is supposed to be your everything, your diary, your best friend, your shoulder to cry on. So I don't have anything as of today.
When we got together, I you know what I'm saying, I told her, you know, just tell me any and everything because sometimes same way how I tell her and anybody else, I'd rather hear something from the person that I'm with as opposed to hearing it from somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Because like all of us, you know what I'm saying, everybody has a past. You know what I mean? And what I learned to accept with people in their past is that what I learned to accept with people in their past is that at the end of the day that's not exactly what makes the woman. I used to be a one that was pretty judgmental about like females that I was dealing with, and being that I would judge them in their past, it was a lot of women that I passed by because of their past. You know what I'm saying? Whereas when I started to get older, I started to not judge women about their past. And when we got together, I told her to tell me anything that had to deal with her past. So just in case if somebody was to ever come back and say, "Oh, your girl, yeah, your wife is a whore. Your wife did this. Your wife did that." Tell me everything. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. You don't ever, no matter where you at, whomever you with, you always want to know, you know, your significant other's darkest secrets because you never know what might pop up 5, 10 years from now and somebody think that they got something over my wife's head when I already know what the deal is. You know what I'm saying? So you always gotta know that. Alright?
Okay. Oh, that was your question? Okay.
Yeah, that was my question.
Why are we making it work right now?
Why are we making it work?
Yeah. Does that apply to us?
I don't think that.
Okay.
That would be.
if we was on bad.
Yeah, that would be if we were on bad terms, right? So we can't answer that question.
What about our dynamic terrifies you?
Our dynamics. I'm trying to see about how answering the question. Then how would somebody else, our dynamics, ask the question?
What about our dynamic terrifies you?
So when we talk about dynamics, are we going to be talking about my range on where I'm at in a certain place in my life, or your range on where you at in a certain place?
However you want to answer the question. I didn't make up the question.
Yeah, I'm just trying to answer the question in a way where...
I mean, if I'm... Okay, you guys, can you hear us?
It might be too low.
Let's see. How tall can Corinne's thing raise up? No worry, you guys. Y'all like my hair? It's cute, right? A little bit of technical difficulties. Do you have something to put up with a pot?
See, when you're running a production, you got to use any and everything that you have. Just let them know. I'm just trying to tell people it ain't about what you have. It's about utilize what you have.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I tell people all the time. Use what you have. You know what I'm saying? Stop saying you don't have something.
You guys are still in the room? Please comment if you are still in the room. Put the light back, baby. Worry about the light. I got this. Please comment if you are still in the room. Okay. Come sit down.
It's good.
Where's Shy stuff? Oh. Okay. He's gonna bring it. He's gonna bring a pumpkin. Okay. You
12.
What was the question?
I didn't. I gotta get 12 more.
Oh, okay.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Let's just put them in a pile.
8, 9, 10. I just gave you 10. Those are your 10.
Okay. Oh, you want 10 fresh ones? I didn't even go through that one.
Nah.
Okay, he's making his own rules, but okay. Yes, ask the question.
Wait, I just asked the last.
I don't remember what it was because remember we had technical difficulties.
It was
Just pick a question.
all right. If you could have something of mine, what would it be and why? So if you could have something of mine, what would it be and why?
Physical? What do you mean? Trait? What?
I don't know. Just answer the question. If you could have something of mine, what would it be and why?
If I can have something of yours, what would it be and why? I have everything of yours already, so I can't answer that question.
Okay. So you want to pass?
I mean, I just answered it. I have everything of yours.
Oh, okay. All right. So go ahead.
What is his is mine already. Why would I have this question? It's like.
Let me see it. Don't just go ask me any types of
It
questions.
ain't crazy, but it's made for us. Okay. Why are you still with me after I broke your trust?
After you broke my trust.
I didn't make it up.
I don't recall when you broke my trust.
We had complications the first 3 months of being married.
Yeah, we had some complications. As opposed to everybody having complications, but we talking about the word trust.
Okay.
So I can't.
I'll refresh your memory.
All right.
His definition of cheating does not always rely on another person sexually.
let me tell y'all my definition.
No, let me finish. Another person sexually. So let me give an example. So if I allow someone to come in the house and I didn't tell him that they were coming here, didn't give him a heads up, didn't ask, didn't tell, and he finds out later and I didn't mention it, I cheated. I cheated.
Be quiet. Let me break this down to the people who not understanding. All right. My idea of cheating is doing anything that is basically things that you won't do while I'm not around. All right, and I'll put it to you like this. Let's say for instance, if she tell me she going to the store and she winds up at I can't even get that example because
rent Casey house. Let's just say
I can't even give that example because this stuff never happened. Let me tell y'all an example of like maybe let's say for instance, right? Let's say I have a friend and let's say she has a friend and maybe I gotta give a good example of that.
Okay, let's say I go to an event and I go there and I come home and he asks me, how was this event? And I say, oh, it was fine. We was chilling, having fun, blah, blah, blah. And he asked me, well, who was there? And I say, whoever was there. And I may have left a couple names out.
No. I mean, that could be a good scenario then.
Yes.
You could use that as a scenario.
And I may have left a couple names out.
So it's basically like, let's say for instance, of not telling the entire truth about something. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes somebody could say, if somebody say to me, well, I went to the store. And let's say, you know what I'm saying, if I went to the store, maybe I might have went to the store and I ran to someone and I got their phone number. It can have truth into it. I went to the store, but I didn't put the fact of saying that I had got somebody's phone number or something like that. Then that's a part of trust. Even though if you told me later on, like, yeah, I got this person's phone number, I can't even use that because that don't even apply. It's hard to explain.
It's an example.
Yeah, it's an example, but this is hard to explain or what it is.
Next question.
When it deal with. I don't even know how I can even ask the question to tell people. All right, so who takes more responsibility in our relationship?
You do.
Okay, so tell the viewers.
I just said he do. I didn't say you do. I said he do.
All right. So who takes more responsibility in our relationship? Why you say I do?
It didn't say why on here.
No. But why do you say? What does that mean?
He is the king of the castle. He's the leader. He's the demander. He's the I'm in charge. He's the more responsible one. That's why. Does that answer?
It's not that I'm more of the demander. What does being demanding have to do
He
with
dem-
the responsibility?
He always say, "What's inside a demand, man?"
That's right. That's right. A lot of people don't realize. That's why when I see a lot of men nowadays, some of them slacking. You know what I'm saying? They're not going out there demanding their goals. That's why when we first started going out, and she be like, "You so demanding." I'd be like, "What's inside of demand, man?" I'm always supposed to be demanding what I want in life because the goals are here presented to me. I'm always gonna demand. It don't matter what it is.
Okay, next question. What is the biggest sacrifice you've made that I haven't acknowledged?
What is the biggest sacrifice
that you made that I haven't acknowledged?
The biggest sacrifice I made was having a wedding.
I didn't acknowledge that?
No. Listen, when we got married, I actually wanted to have a going away wedding. And I cried,
I didn't want that.
And I told her I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to do the wedding aspect. I wanted to go away. I wanted to have a honeymoon all in one thing. I felt like the money that I had spent on our wedding, we could have did it ourselves, had a getaway, and those who could attend, it would have been fine. But we had a wedding where I don't regret it. You know what I'm saying? I did it. Even when we did it, I didn't regret it after doing it neither. But just the aspect of, that I sacrificed, you know what I'm saying? I sacrificed her happiness as opposed to buying things for my business and my brand. You know what I'm saying? And she didn't acknowledge that. And the reason why she didn't acknowledge that, because she didn't pay for that aspect. And I'm gonna give you an example. Just about 3 weeks ago, we were talking to someone, and they were saying about how much their plates were going to be for the wedding, and she was like, let's say their plates was like $85, and she was like, "Oh wow, that was too much." When I paid $100 per plate, so I know she didn't know whatever, you know what I'm saying, what was going on, and we had 75 people at our wedding, even though all 75 didn't showed up. Maybe we had like about 20 people that didn't showed up. So I was out of $2,000. It was like 20 people that didn't show up. But no, it wasn't. You're a damn lie. But overall, excuse me. But overall, the aspect is this. You know what I'm saying? I sacrificed. And I did what I had to do, and I put my business. I didn't order things for my business, even though my business was still growing. Of course, it was if I had a wedding, but the aspect of me just getting certain things and saying, okay, well, I'll wait till after the wedding to get that. So I sacrificed that aspect.
To your card.
I just did, right?
No, I asked that question.
Oh my gosh, this morning I ain't even gonna ask it. I'm gonna ask a question, but then I'm gonna put it here because I don't like these sex questions. What do you get from porn that you don't get from me? We don't even watch porn. That's why I said we don't even watch porn. Okay. What do I do that hurts you the most? So what do I do that hurts you the most?
React first before communicating. Like, if he feels like I did something wrong, and this is not just with me, he does this with everybody. If he feels like I did something wrong, he will jump down my throat real quick, and then turn around and let me explain or whatever. And then if he's wrong, he'll apologize or whatever. But he reacts so quick, like, without knowing the story, without knowing the situation, without knowing anything, he just reacts.
I think when it comes to reacting, that's a human nature for somebody to react. You know what I'm saying? It's basically like ask questions later. You know what I'm saying? Because the way how I feel, if we have a situation going on, if I know what happened and you didn't tell me, yeah, I'm gonna react because my response is, well, how come you didn't tell me? How come you didn't tell me this? So yeah, I'm gonna react to something because I felt as though you left out something or didn't say the whole thing. It's human nature. Uh, oh my gosh.
What's this one?
I'm gonna put this to the side. When was the last time you faked an orgasm and why? That don't happen. Okay. Do you feel financially secure with me?
Yes.
Why?
Like I explained earlier, my husband he goes and get the bag. Even if I wasn't working, my husband is a great provider, and yeah.
Okay.
And on top of that, he always said if I wanted to be a housewife, I can go ahead and do that.
But listen, let me express to them what a housewife is. In case some people don't realize it, a housewife is not a woman that's just gonna sit at home, eat bonbons, and watch all my children.
I don't watch all my children.
That's what housewives used to be back in the day when I was coming up. They sat at home eating bonbons and watched all my children, the soap opera. Now, my idea of a housewife is somebody that's gonna help build us both together from home. You know what I'm saying? While I'm out and I'm doing the footwork, she's in the house doing the paperwork. That's what a housewife's supposed to do. Take care of home. See, back in the day, what a lot of things used to be, the man worked and the woman stayed at home, building up the household and building up the man. Nowadays, a lot of things have changed. You know what I'm saying? But we're about to bring that back to where, you know what I'm saying, where it was, where the man gets built in the house and the woman is building it while the man is outdoors building. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Because as a 50-50 in any relationship, y'all supposed to take 50-50 on the action. You know what I'm saying? And see where that's gonna lead y'all. You know what I mean? And we building every day for each other. Go ahead.
What's that showing me?
Nah, it's you.
What do I do that makes you think we shouldn't be married?
Oh my gosh, that don't even apply.
Okay, next one.
Yeah, you gotta go to the next one.
What do you think I think is my sexiest quality?
What do I think? Your cleavage.
Why?
Why? Why do I think that you think that? Well, every opportunity you like to wear V-neck shirts. So I would think your cleavage. Is that wrong?
That is wrong.
So what
The
is it?
reason, as a big girl, there's not many things I can show. I can't show my stomach. I can't show my back. I mean, I can. They do it. I choose not to do this. I choose not to do it. So, my cleavage and a little leg is the only skin that I will show. That's a little provocative, a little bit. But I feel like my sexiest quality is my lips. And I say that because whenever I wear lipstick, I flatter my own damn self. Like when I, do put on my red or my burgundy lips, I just feel real sexy. It doesn't have anything to do with the clothing I wear. It has everything to do with just, I don't know. I just feel sexy when I wear lipstick and sometimes lip gloss, but my lips.
Okay. It's on you.
No, it's on you. I just asked that question.
Oh, you asked a question. All right. Okay. Who loves who more in this relationship?
He always says he loves me more. I say that there is no measurement. That's my answer.
Okay.
Are you happy we met and why?
Am I happy? I mean, only way to answer that question, of course, I'm happy because we married. So, am I happy we met? Yeah, we married. It don't get no
He put
further.
a ring on it.
It don't get no
That's
further
why.
than that.
Go answer your question. Ask your question. I mean,
What do you like the most about me, and what do you like the least? So, what do you like the most about me? First part of the question. What do you like the most about me?
you remind me of my dad when it comes down to doing what you love, going to get the money, and working for yourself.
And what do you most about me? And what do you like?
The least.
What do you like the least about me?
We answered that question a couple cards back. You react first.
Okay.
If I had the opportunity to work in another country, would you come with me?
Yeah, hell yeah. We already, even we always talk about like when we got together. I was showing her pictures of
China.
I mean, I show you yeah, I show, but I show her more videos of basically living out of your vehicle
in the woods somewhere. No,
I show
little homes.
I show her tiny homes. I show her living out of your vehicle, how you can make things work, and basically traveling. See, with me doing sales and marketing, I could work any and everywhere.
If we didn't have kids, and now two baby bunnies, if we didn't have kids and two bunnies, then fine. If it was just me and him and we didn't have kids, I would explore and I would do that. I would go across this country and do that. Because we have kids, we cannot do that. I refuse to be in a tiny house or in a vehicle for too long with my 8-year-old.
See, the thing is, you know what I'm saying? I don't think kids should stop anybody in what they want to do. I'm never gonna blame it on kids. I'm just gonna say we're gonna take that situation one day. Because like I told her, like the world is definitely very big. You know what I'm saying? So I told her we could have a cross country, live out of there, and just explore. And we're gonna do it one day. One thing that she told me that she wanted to do before she died is go to every state. You know what I'm saying? So regardless if we're not living in it, we are gonna travel those states and go to those states. We gotta do that. Have to be like we would have to really take off like for a whole basically 2 months to do that.
Yeah.
We would definitely have to take off for 2 months. We could probably travel. We could probably do it in like maybe we would probably take 2 months.
Yeah, if the online stores would just take off, goodguidance.biz and lafoncares.net, it just we could work from anywhere. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it within the next 3 years, y'all. Something, y'all. We're gonna do it. We're gonna figure it. We're gonna do it next year. We're gonna figure this out. We're gonna work. We're gonna kick ass this year, and next year we're gonna do that.
Okay. What is a total turn off for you in our habits? Talk about emails.
A total turn off. A total turn off would be when it comes to you.
It says our habits. I don't know.
When it comes, what's a total turn off for you and our habits? We don't really have any habits.
We have our own separate habits. We don't have habits together.
Yeah. I think what turns me off is that I feel as though sometimes you be trying to get me big.
I don't purposely do that. If there's food that I don't want to eat,
like if
I'll
she's
give
eating,
it to
and like if she's eating something, she'll automatically put it in my mouth. It's been numerous times where exactly I started catching myself the last couple of months, and I said, "Stop feeding me food," because I wasn't hungry. I'm not trying to gain no more than what I have. I'm at 180 pounds. I'm content with my weight. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to go any big as far as weight wise.
If you are still in this video, please comment, put a smiley face, whatever. Comment right now. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. What would one? He's not gonna answer this question because he's gonna say pass. I'm gonna get another one. But
All
what?
right, well, pass then.
You always read the question.
Oh, go ahead.
What would you want me to do in bed that I don't currently do?
Okay. And this crazy one said, "When do you like to masturbate?"
We don't.
So we got to skip that.
When?
Oh, ho. That would be a part of the trust thing with the cheating. Remember, I was trying to think of something. If you do
so
masturbate,
masturbation is cheating?
we spoke about that already. Come on now. I was trying to get him an example, and that just wanted.
But is masturbating is cheating?
Yeah, we spoke about that already. We didn't speak about that before.
Not on camera.
I'm just saying. I remember when they asked the question
Yes.
previously, and I said I don't know what we consider a trust thing of losing somebody's trust, but masturbation is a part of.
But it's my own body.
Yeah, it can be your own.
Touching on my own body. You like Tiana Taylor said. Okay. When do you feel we aren't equal?
When do I feel we aren't equal?
Hey, Auntie, comment below if you in here.
When do I feel as though we aren't equal?
I'll do it.
I think I feel as though we aren't equal
I'll do it.
when it's time to cook. When I cook, I make a full course meal. I make the meat, the vegetable, and the side dish with the dessert, drinks, and everything. I make like even for breakfast, I make like a nice little buffet with a lot of pancakes, a lot of eggs, a lot of bacon. When she cooked, she basically makes no dessert.
I just make the meal. That's it.
She just make the meal, and while she making the meal, it's been a few times where I come in the kitchen and I be like, "Why you not smiling? You look like you don't want to cook." And she'll be like, "I don't." I be like, "Well, at least smile and make it seem like you want to cook. Like smile while you making my food. Smile while you cooking it. Smile while you putting my food on the dish. I don't want to be coming in the kitchen. You like food almost ready. Like nah. I want you to look at me and say, the food almost done. You go wash your hands."
I love cooking Sunday dinner. Monday through Saturday, I don't want to cook. I work. I don't want to cook. So he noticed that and he was like, all right, we're going to split it. So he cooks Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I cook Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. So, yes. So thank you for that, baby.
No doubt. So we did a lot of cards for y'all.
We got one more round. Let's go.
No, baby, it's 9:30.
Come on. I'm enjoying it. People just coming in. Look.
It's 9:30, yo. All
Let's go. One more round.
Go ahead. All right, go ahead.
I'm not in a midlife crisis. How is my midlife crisis affecting our relationship?
You're not in midlife crisis.
Okay.
Next.
Go.
All right, how do you think my early childhood has affected our relationship? Does that apply or no? Because I could go to the next question.
I don't think that applies. Okay, that would be probably my question. Would you want me to stay home if we had a child? Why not? That doesn't apply to us. Go.
Why don't that apply to us?
Because it says if we have a child, we already have kids.
That doesn't mean we won't be having any more. All right, describe one experience you wish we'd have in the future.
Abu Dhabi.
Okay, what about it?
I want us to experience that together. Goodbye. Name the top 5 things you like to change about me. Go. Top 5 things. Go. Top 5. Top 5. Dead or alive.
Be a little more playful.
One more.
Learn how to interact with a room full of people.
3 more.
You don't know how to interact in a room full of people. You just be in your own blood.
I just sit there.
Yeah, be a little more outgoing.
Isn't that the same thing as learn how to act around? No.
All right, we can do that then.
Okay, 3 more.
not overstuffing yourself with food.
2 more.
Oh, I thought you were about to say that don't apply.
It doesn't apply.
Oh, knock it off. Learning how to understand people and their BS. Learning how to understand people and their BS.
And so not being naive.
Yeah, not being naive and gullible.
Okay, last one.
The last one is learning to put yourself first.
Okay. Oh, your question, baby.
My question.
Yeah.
If you had a son, what advice would you give him regarding relationships?
If I had a son, what advice would I give him in relationships? Follow your heart. Be a stand-up man. Mean what you say. Know what you want. Be ready for what you want. And plan your future. And what I mean by plan your future is my husband knew he wanted a wife. He didn't know the timing. He didn't know when. So he mentally, emotionally, and financially was ready for his wife when I came. So I would tell my son that be ready.
When we got together, I made sure that a lot of things that I had to put in perspective for myself first, you know what I'm saying, is to be able to have my independence. What a lot of people do is they tend to shack up with other people and be comfortable living like that, right?
Yeah, he doesn't like the word comfortability, but comfortable.
Yeah.
Would you say company?
Yeah, company. See, the thing is with me is that I have my own a little bit of everything. So I always focus though when you go into a relationship or a marriage or whatever it be, that it's both of y'all supposed to be able to offer something to each other, not just one person moving in with the other and try to live or leech off of that person. So when we got together, I was already situated. So it was nothing that where she could say, like if we ever was to get into an altercation when we first started going out, if she was to ever say, well, get out, like I was some bum on the street, that regardless of what, I always had my own home to go to. So that's when she said with as far as being ready, basically I'm ready. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm ready to be like basically I'm ready to build you and you gotta be ready to build me. Like we could build each other. Not just one person coming into something and trying to gain something from another person.
Here's a funny story when we first started dating. So he used to work until about 2-3 o'clock in the morning and then get up and go to work at 6 o'clock in the morning. So he would spend a night here. And I would literally only see him 2 o'clock in the morning. He come in, I'll make him something to eat, he go to sleep, and he's getting right back up 6 o'clock in the morning. So
one day she so that was going on. She gonna text me and say, I don't want you to think that this is a truck stop.
Because that's what it felt like. Because I felt like, okay, he lives in Pennsylvania, he works in Newark, so instead of driving all the way back to Pennsylvania or driving to his sister's house, that he just come here, sleep, eat, and leave. Like, it was no spending time. It was no nothing until whenever he feel like getting off.
It was see, the thing is with me is that, you know what I'm saying, what she was used to was a bunch of lazy people. See, my thing is, you know what I'm saying, no matter where I'm at in life, I'm always gonna go get it. You know what I'm saying? No matter what I have in life, I'm always gonna go get it. So my thing has always been I'm gonna take a nap. You know what I'm saying? So when you know what I'm saying, a lot of things that she dealing with me is all brand new. You know what I mean? Like she's not used to a go-getter. So with that aspect of her saying to me of this was a truck stop, she didn't realize that at the end of the day that I didn't exactly have to come here to even spend a night or anything.
I knew that. I wanted him to understand you're not spending time with me. You come in 2 o'clock in the morning, you go right to sleep, you leave to be at work at 6 o'clock in the morning. So there was like, okay, we cuddle and we go to sleep. There was no communication. There was no nothing. So when it became a common routine, I'm like, this ain't no truck stop.
Trying to talk to me like I was some old bum on the street. I said, truck stop? What? Wait, what was my reply to you? I forgot, though.
I got a place to live. I don't have to be here. I can, stuff like that. Okay.
That's what I mean, we were texting when you said it to me. She texted me when she said that to me. I felt a little insulted, like as if like
I was coming for his character.
Yeah, like as if I came over here with a book bag and only had a pair of jeans and a pair of shirts, and I had one pair of jeans and the actual, the nigga book bag.
Go ahead.
Do you really think we'll last? Why or why not?
I do now. Our first 3 months of marriage, I do. I do now.
How you say our first 3 months of marriage? Why you say that? Why you say you felt as though it wouldn't?
Because, okay, a lot of people that's married always say if you get through the first year, you good. Ours was the first 3 months. Our first 3 months, I'm not going to sit here and front to y'all. We try to keep it real as possible. Our first 3 months was like drama on top of drama dealing with us. It wasn't like arguments, but it was just like we didn't see eye to eye with nothing. Like, if he said sky blue, if he said sky blue, and I know it's blue, but to get on his nerve, I'm gonna say it's yellow, and I'm gonna argue it down just because it's just like, I don't know. We clashed the first 3 months with everything, and it was just like I wasn't the whole used to the wife aspect, and I wasn't used to, babe, do this, do that. Can you do this? I'm like, no, do it yourself. Like, it was a lot. It was a lot. So I felt like somebody going file for divorce or something.
Yeah.
Right, our first 3 months was rocky, right and wrong.
I think our first 3 months it wasn't that it was rocky. It was more so our first 3 months.
We didn't understand it.
It was not more so about an understanding. Like, we didn't have a problem with each other. It was everything that had to deal with outsiders, people outside of our marriage. That was the situation. It wasn't us per se. It was the people that was
whatever
outside.
It was. The household wasn't.
It wasn't structured. So what happened was we had to get. You know what I'm saying? I had to get things under control. That structure, and once I got these things under control, everything been smooth sailing. After she sat her ass down and said, "All right, well, let me just follow his lead and take it from there."
Okay, what in our relationship are you most grateful for?
What in our relationship am I most grateful for? I think that both of us working for ourselves, both of us being independent. You know what I'm saying? Because when I first wrote down my goals, yeah, we built together. But at the same time, when I wrote down my goals on the type of woman that I would marry, I told myself they have to be their own boss. Basically, they have to be their own boss. Not saying that they're gonna go to a 9 to 5 and then work on their craft thereafter. Basically, full time their own boss, just like me. So that's the thing that I love about our relationship is that we both our own bosses and we walk out on faith. You know what I'm saying? With what we do. You know what I'm saying? So we both knowledgeable of certain things and we both building each other at the same time. All right. So at the time we had shared together, when have you felt resentment towards me? And why? So, in the time we have shared together, when have you felt resentment towards me?
When we had our miscarriage and you blame me for it.
Well, I didn't fully blame you. It was just basically we like when she works, she'll say like her feet hurt or her back hurt and things of that nature. And I usually say, well, if your body hurting, just sit down. Um, then during the time when she was pregnant, she'll be like, "Oh, my stomach hurt." I felt as though she was complaining, and I would always tell her, "Stop complaining because whatever God gave us, God could just take it away." You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't complain about anything that got to deal with business to myself because that's what it is. So it wasn't that I blamed you. It was just more so of you complaining about what was going on while you were pregnant that I felt as though it got taken away because of your complaints.
You felt like it was complaining, and I kept telling you that it wasn't complaining. It was me letting you know what was going on with my body. But okay,
it wasn't about something going on with your body. It's just like it just sounded like the things that you were saying, like as if like it didn't sound like
I wasn't saying, "Oh my God, this baby making my stomach hurt." Oh no, I was like, "Babe, my stomach hurt." And he like, "Stop complaining." And I'm like, "I'm not complaining. I'm letting you know what's going on in my body." If I sat here and be quiet the whole pregnancy, you're like, "What's wrong? What's going on? You feel anything? You hurting?" Like he's a very concerned person, so he would ask those questions. So before he asked them, I would tell him what's going on in my body. That's not complaining.
okay.
What do you think is my greatest accomplishment that I failed to realize? I like this game, baby.
The greatest accomplishment that you failed to realize. Finding me.
You can't say that.
That's your
Why you
greatest
being real
accomplishment.
cocky right now?
Nah. Let me tell you why that's your greatest accomplishment. It's your greatest accomplishment. What happened?
No, I was right behind. Romeo just got me, so I was right behind.
What's up, Rome? What was your greatest finding me? I think finding me was your greatest accomplishment because, and it's not me being cocky, it's me being confident. You know what I'm saying? Me being confident that your growth and me being confident that your growth and development started more in advancing things in your thoughts. Like you know what I'm saying? Like when we got together, things that you really thought was normal became I didn't think that way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I push you to be a better woman than any relationship that you have been in. Just the overall aspect. Like I push you to want more out of life, just in general.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would think that I would be the greatest thing that you ever accomplished because I'm pushing you way beyond the things that you wanted to do for yourself. So if I'm pushing you and I'm expanding your thoughts and your brain, that means that I'm molding you into a better woman. So why would I not say your greatest accomplishment was finding me? What have you done previously before me that you feel as though was greater than what I'm pushing you to be now? What have you done that was stronger than what I'm pushing you to be now? Tell me.
On my own?
Just tell me.
I built my own personal empire on my own. That's a great accomplishment. True, we're building together to expand it even bigger right now, but that's an accomplishment that I accomplished on my own with no help.
Okay. Now, is that within that accomplishment? Did you just sit there at that accomplishment, or did you feel as though you needed to grow? Because you were comfortable when we got together.
I was
right?
comfortable, yes.
You were comfortable. So if we talk
I
about,
felt like my bills were paid, so I was good.
So you were good, right? So that means that you were content.
Mm-hmm.
So with your contentness, you didn't want anything further thereafter.
True.
So if I came to you and I'm telling you things that we could be doing and we could to further things, how can I take the accomplishment of saying you accomplished with being with me away from me and saying I'm not saying the thing that you accomplished wasn't.
I'm just saying don't be big headed.
No. This has nothing to do with being big headed. Just like if you was to tell me that you was my greatest accomplishment, I wouldn't deny it. Because you know what I'm saying, we bring out the best in each other. You understand what I'm saying to you? It's only but so far that a person can try to get to with trying to get to these things by themselves. It might take a little longer, but when you have another person that bring that 50% with you, then it can become a little more less stressful to whereas y'all could build off of each other.
Mm-hmm.
So if you was to ask me that question, you told me, and you was respond with that you accomplished with me, then I would be fine with that answer. I wouldn't dispute it. You just disputed me and my whole existence.
I didn't dispute it. I said don't be cocky. Now go to the question.
No, I'm not being cocky. See, that's where you get it wrong. Okay. No. Don't want to ask that. That's a SCX question. No. I don't like the sex questions, y'all. Because we ain't come on the internet to talk about the sex life.
We'll do those in private.
What was the last trip that connected us the best and why? What was the last trip that connected us the best and why?
That connected us the best.
You want to skip it? If you want to skip it, it's cool. Go ahead. You ask me. Go ahead.
What was the proudest moment between us?
The proudest moment between us. I think the day we got married, I was real proud.
I know you cried like a baby.
Stop,
You said chill.
I think the proudest moment was, when we got married. I felt as though that was you know what I'm saying? I felt as though, you know what I'm saying? It was a beginning to a journey to see what would become. You know what I'm saying? So I think that was one of the proudest moments for me, as far as with our relationship and our marriage.
Okay. Next question.
When you close your eyes and think of me, what do you see?
Let me close my eyes. Let me think of you.
Yeah, close them and think real hard.
When I close my eyes and I think of you, I think I say it all the time, I think of my daddy.
Okay. Why?
You say a lot of things that I've heard him say. Your demeanor, your actions. True, you're not. My daddy's not as bold as you and loud as you, and dramatic as you.
I'm dramatic.
Yeah, you're very dramatic. He's not that part of you. But when it comes down to the father that you are, when it comes down to the businessman that you are, and when people say you found the right man when, you see your father in them, or you marry your father. I never believed that until I got married. So I've told him this before. I'm able to carry my father with me every day because of my husband. And I'm a daddy's girl. So that means a lot. A lot. Okay. What was the last time I misunderstood you, and how do you feel about it now?
Misunderstood. I mean, that's often. Misunderstood. I mean, it's not as bad as it used to be. But like before, it was so crazy to the point where I would have pulled my hair out if I had hair on my head. Because I would have to say all these different metaphors for her to understand everything that I'm trying to say. And then still after, she'll be like, well, I still don't understand, but okay. And I'd be like, yo, what the fuck, man? You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? But it has gotten better to where I you know what I'm saying? Like, it used to be bad to where I asked her a few times. I'd be like, yo.
Did you ride the yellow bus? That's what he said. I'm like, no, I ain't riding the yellow bus. Then he'd be like, all right, how many people was in your classroom? Like, what do you mean? How many people was in my classroom? I had a lot of people in my classroom. All right. Did you stay in one room the whole day? I'm like, why are you asking me this question?
Yo, it just seemed right because we could be there talking, right? And I'd be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Look, we're gonna go to the mountaintop, and we get to the mountaintop, Then we gonna hike from down there. Then she could be like, well, how we gonna hike from down there? And I'll be like, give her a metaphor. Well, we go to the top, we walk down slowly, and we're gonna start hiking. And then she'd be like, well, I never hiked before. And then I'd be like, okay, I understand you. So
and I'm like, well, they got stairs.
I'm like, it would just be like the simplest stuff, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? You know what? And I'll be saying to myself, like, what the fuck I got myself into? It was so weird, it was so weird, yo. It was weird, yo. You know what I mean? Like right now it was weird, yo. I don't even know.
I learned to think before I answer questions now.
Yeah, like yo, man, it was weird. Y'all did used to ask you like stupid questions though, like that's it.
Okay. Did I answer you?
All right, it's my goal.
Okay.
How can I be a better parent? How can I be a better parent?
He's an amazing parent. Only thing I can say is because we have girls, he just needs to be more sensitive. That's the only thing. Other than that, he's an amazing parent. He's an amazing father.
Thank you.
He just needs to be more sensitive.
I mean, I have
their
been,
emotions.
Yeah, I have been learning how to deal with emotions. To be able to have a little more understanding because I'm not an emotional person at all. You know what I'm saying? But I've been trying to, you know what I'm saying, just try to get into that level. You know, it's taken a while, but you know what I'm saying? My heart is open to the emotion aspect. I just can't deal with all of that crying stuff. You know what I mean? But I'm still trying to adjust.
Okay, we're gonna answer questions when we're done with this, okay? What do you think you missed out on while being in this relationship? I know the answer to that one.
What do I think I missed out on? I don't know anything I missed
Traveling.
Traveling?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I'm traveling this whole year. You know what I'm saying? I was missing out on that, but now I'm traveling this whole year. I'm gonna have fun this whole year. Okay. Together, by myself, family wise, overall, I'm gonna have fun this whole year. This is the filling my own question. What is your biggest flaw?
Here, sit down. What is my biggest flaw? I have two. I'm gonna do communication. Communication because I grew up by myself. I have siblings, I have cousins, but I pretty much just grew up by myself in the house. And my father would say, don't ask me any W questions. And my father used to always say, she has her own mind and let me do whatever I want to do. So he didn't ask me any questions. So the communication aspect was not there. So in this marriage, I lack communication. I can literally go hours without saying anything to him and be okay with it. Whereas he can't go 5 minutes without saying us having some type of communication. Yeah. The other one is my weight. My weight is a flaw. Okay, you already. It says if you have a daughter, what advice would you give her regarding relationships? He has a daughter, so being that you have two daughters, what advice would you give them regarding relationships? And we have an 18-year-old, so that's a good one.
Advice.
Mm-hmm.
The most advice is to basically to love yourself first. I tend to see a lot of people loving their significant other first, or even loving others around them first when they forget about themselves. So love yourself first, because once you love yourself first, you're gonna know and realize what you're gonna take from other people. So love yourself first.
Okay.
All right. So this is the last one.
I got one too.
What do you wish had never been a part of our experience?
Our miscarriage.
Okay.
Is that a why or no? Just leave it at there.
Okay, so you said our miscarriage. Why should that never been a part of our experience?
It's a feeling that you don't wish upon anybody.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong, our miscarriage brought us closer together. It we was able to see the strength in each other. For my husband to have to do what he had to do after while everything was going on, that takes a lot of strength. A lot of strength. So I seen how mentally strong he was to be able to do that. Outside of that, I wish we never had to do that.
Next time, no, I think our next, you know, whenever she happened to get pregnant again, we might have twins.
No.
So I told her the part I see that probably might happen is that we probably get twins the next time around. You never know what the future holds.
I don't know what the future holds. He said twins for multiple reasons. My mom's dad's side has twins. My mom miscarried twins in between my two brothers, and yeah, we have twins that run in our family. So he says twins. My oldest daughter say twins. My mama say twins is trying to get here. We ain't having no twins. Okay.
Never know, man.
We ain't having no twins. How do you feel about what I do for work?
I mean, I like what you do for work. Only thing, I like what you do for work. Only thing is that like she will tire herself out with work. You know what I'm saying? Like dog her whole body out and her whole existence. I used to be the same way with working wise as far as dogging out, going hard, whatever. I still go hard and dogging out, but I learned to take more days off and just relax and just lay down in the bed if need be. Even though I never get to lay down in the bed, I enjoy what she do because that's what she loved to do. Um, but what I enjoy about her now with her work is that she implemented her hair care line. So I'm glad that she implemented that and that's grown for her. And it's all about growth. You know what I'm saying? As long as she's putting things into perspective as far as with building every day.
That's one thing I loved about him. He pushed me to do my haircut line. When we first, a couple years after we first met, we met like 2008, 2009. 2010, I launched a makeup line, LaFon Cosmetics. And before I launched it, I told him what I wanted to do. And I remember this conversation, not so clear. He probably remember it clearer than I do. But he was like, go do it. There's no excuses, no reasons why you can't do it. Do it. He pushed me to do it, and I did it. It failed, but it was God's way of saying that wasn't what you were supposed to do at that moment. Now, here to date, LaFine Cares was up in the air when we got married and before we got married, but I wasn't doing anything with it. So he pushed me to go and do it. Okay, we have one question from a viewer. It says, let me put it on the screen first and foremost. It says, what does your husband mean to you? What does it mean to be a wife to your husband? You only asked me this question because you know him and you want to know the answer to this. Let me put it back up so y'all can see why I'm answering this question. So, what does my husband mean to me? My husband means everything to me. He means everything to me because he is my strength, my growth, my education, my I'm not gonna say Bible, I'm gonna say spiritual guidance. He is again, like I said, my education. There was a lot of things that I didn't know. My husband taught me self-love.
Self-love comes first.
Yes, my husband taught me self-love. For so many years dealing with people I was dealing with as well as family, friends, I put everybody first. And I did things to make other people happy, no matter if I enjoyed it or if I wanted to do it, or I would go broke to make somebody else happy, and then here I am struggling and got to pay a bill, whatever the case may be. And he taught me put myself first, even when it comes to him. So, yeah, that's what my husband means to me. What does it mean to be a wife to your husband? That's also a good question. What does it mean to be a wife to my husband? Well, for one, I'm still learning how to be a wife. Everybody has their own definition of a wife, and I'm still learning my definition of a wife. But it means to carry myself with grace. It means to carry myself like a woman. It means to be a mother. It means to be a listener as well as a talker, communication. It means to give him everything that he needs mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, sexually, whatever he needs. That's what it means for me to be a wife to my husband. Now you answer the questions.
Well, he didn't ask me.
Well, I'm asking
we
you.
appreciate you.
I'm asking you.
Baby.
Answer the question. Not gonna come up. What does
It's 10 o'clock.
What does your wife mean to you?
Everything.
Why?
Because she's my wife. I married her for a reason.
What's the reason?
Everything. Now get to the next part.
What does it mean to be a husband to your wife?
It means to be honest, to be respectful, and to have those 3 C's. In case you wasn't here, I live by the 3 C's, and that is care, concern, and consideration. Is Munchie downstairs?
He might be.
I just heard something. That means to have care, concern, and consideration. That's what it means to be a husband to my wife. Is to be able to have all 3 of those: care, concern, and consideration. And that's what it is. We definitely appreciate y'all watching.
We spent a lot of time. This was fun. We haven't even finished the cards.
We have a lot more to go.
I'm gonna separate these so we don't use them no more.
You can follow them. You can shuffle them.
Well, not these, because I don't want to read these.
We definitely appreciate y'all watching.
I don't want to go to the same one.
Again, it's something that she purchased offline. We're gonna play it again too. It's definitely basically a good game. It seems like it has some real good questions in here, and it actually it's actually a game that it actually get for you to get to know yourself as well as the woman that you're with too as well, or vice versa.
It's very, very good for communication. So I give this game a thumbs up. Yes, Munchie's downstairs. I give this game a thumbs up.
But listen, if y'all want to catch me throughout the week, I'm on Instagram, King with the Dream. You'll see it right over here. Drop it down low. Drop it right there. Drop it right there.
I can't drop it right there. So
I
dropped it. It's right there in the corner. It's over here.
There you go.
Bam.
All right, so you can catch me right here. Boom. This is me right here.
Can you go get my baby so I can show them? They love to see
King
him.
with the Dream. That's me right there. Munchie.
He don't listen to you.
Come here, Munchie.
You don't come here.
Y'all can catch me out on Instagram, King with the Dream, every 7 days of the week. I'm always on IG, uploading videos, inspirational videos, things things that I'll be doing. You can also catch me tomorrow on Good Guidance Everything. I have my own live streaming every Tuesday at 8 p.m. too as well.
And I have one Wednesday. Yes, Wife, Mom, Boss live stream. every Wednesday.
We definitely appreciate all the viewers that have that has always been around with us, rocking with us, listening to us. You know what I'm saying? Admiring our growth, admiring our independence. We definitely appreciate y'all. If you are in a video, you know what I'm saying, we do appreciate those that did share the video. Where you at?
I don't know. Oh, he's by the Christmas tree.
All right, well, come over here, baby. I'm about to end it out.
Hey, how you want baby? He raised me.
All right, I'm about to end it out, baby, because you coming? All right.
Yeah. Say hi to Facebook. It's mommy baby.
You gotta turn him. That's Munchie right there. He's scared.
All the bright lights.
That's Munchie. See Munchie, gray eyes? That's Munchie. But listen, we'll see y'all next Monday at 8 p.m. Share the video, tag a few friends. This is definitely a decent game. When it comes to marriage, always keep that communication level going on. You know what I'm saying? Keep each other afloat about what's going on and what y'all want to accomplish together. We appreciate y'all for watching and see y'all next week. Be a boss, marry a boss, and build an empire. Peace.
Press the button, baby, the stop button in the corner. You was bored upstairs, boo boo? You want to play with the Christmas tree?